Alright. Cool. I think it's live. Oh, are we live? Are we live? It says live for 17 seconds. Perfect. Alright. So here's the box. If you want to see what the box looks like. But it's just a capture card. Bought off Amazon. It was like 90 bucks. It came in the yellow envelope, but it has my address on the other side. So I went ahead and took it out so I don't accidentally show my address again. Good luck finding it though. But got my capture card. And beside me down here, I got a second desktop that we can use to plug into it. The purpose for this capture card is I want to use this camera. It's supposed to be a nice quality camera as a fancy live streaming camera instead of using a Logitech webcam. That's the idea. So we're going to see if it works on stream. First, we gotta find a pair of scissors and we're going to go and open it up. Just little tiny pieces of tape holding it together. And that is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. So there it is. My hand for size, but it is very small. Well packed. There we go. Very light and plastic feeling. Doesn't feel like cheap plastic. Feels like a good quality plastic. I'm gonna move my phone out of the way. Inside, we got a border foam. Under that, we got a little thank you booklet. One just tells leave a 5-star review. Begging for reviews, but hey, if it works, that's great. Here's what they tell to put it on. It's supposed to be used for like consoles and such, but hopefully it works with cameras, which we're about to find out. And under this booklet, there's a little finger pull out, and we got some adapters and cables. So we got a USB 3.0 female to a USB-C adapter, and we have a USB 3.0 cable, or it's just a USB cable, but it's blue to make it USB 3 because that's how colors work. We got another booklet. Alright, cool. One whole side's in English. The other side's in a language I don't speak. So we got a whole side book to be able to read on. And I'm going to make sure that you can hear me properly. So 1 second for loops. The other side's... Alright, perfect. You can hear me. So we can read the instructions, or we can see if it's as straightforward as it should be. So we are going to look at this. It has one USB 3.0 port on the back side. I need a light on the webcam side. But it has a USB 3.0 on one side, and it has two HDMI ports on this side. There we go. And you can see how the arrows point. So this one points out, so it's HDMI out, and this one has the arrow pointing in, so I'm most certain that it's HDMI in. So oh, we don't need that. I am curious if it's also if it's like a pass-through capture card. We will need to read the instructions for this actually. If it's pass-through capture, or if it's yes, it's a pass-through capture. It's going to capture as it's being pushed out, it looks like. So you would have an HDMI cord that goes from your Xbox into the box, and then the HDMI port goes from the box to the TV. So it's not sending out two different streams. And this is just for to send it to a computer for streaming. So we're going to keep this wrapped. We got a USB 3 cable. Actually, is this double mail? Yeah. Okay, so this is double mail. I have to use it. I have USB extension cables. There we go. This is a lot better than the other unboxing I've done, where it was obviously a factory refurbish. This is looks like it's brand new. The USB has that crinkle when you undo it. Nice sound. Plug that into that. Alright, I gotta reach behind my computer to plug this into a USB 3.0 port. I'll be back in a second. So I plugged it in, and the top of the box, you can actually see it right here, right there, has a green light on the top of it. So it's showing it's good. I'm also getting a ton of Windows 10 notifications saying that it found a device. Device is ready. Full HD capture, set up and ready to go. Cool. So Windows 10 found drivers like that. So next we'll need a HDMI cable. We might have to get a longer one than this. We will get a longer HDMI cable than this, and we'll run it from the box to a desktop first, just to make sure that it sends. So I got this really nice cable here. It's one of those twisted vanes cable off Amazon. I absolutely love these things. This is beyond long for what I need, but it will work perfect. So we're going to take it and plug it into the HDMI in, just like so. On the other side, I'm going to plug into a second desktop I have just off camera. I use this for VR gaming, but brought it in my room just to test this out. Okay, so I got it plugged in, and I just turned the computer on. So next we should be able to come, and we will switch over to the, I want to see if I can do this first. Okay, copy you. We're going to switch over to the desktop view, and we're going to paste you in. We're going to bring you below everything. Alright, not that far below. We want you above the, there we go. And what we're going to do is just bring it like this. There we go. So now you got a desktop capture with me in the corner. And we will bring, we're going to do add. Oh, I should probably be doing this over in the one you can see. So here's OBS. Woo! Don't want to do that. So on OBS, we're going to add, we don't want to add scene, we're just going to add to this. So we're going to add, we're going to do a, I believe it's, it would be considered a display. No, it would be a video input source. Video capture device, there we go. We're going to use, the, what was the name of this thing? We're going to call it AGP. AGP. Okay. We're going to pick out the full HD capture. Resolution 1920, 1080. Flasher doesn't look right. We're going to bring you down here. We're going to go back into properties. So we want this at 1920 by 1080. Output 30 FPS. it should be able to do 1080p 60 FPS video capture streaming. Any of these settings work. It does not work directly straight. Good to know. Let's see if I need to plug in to do a full pass through. We can test that real fast. So I got this monitor up here. It should have HDMI. There we go. And we'll have this side plug into the HDMI out on the capture card to see if we just get a straight pass through at least. What do we got? We have nothing. Alright. So we're going to turn this computer back off and we're going to turn it back on. And we're going to see if it will recognize the HDMI cord. I was just playing VR on it last night. I know it works perfect. Alright, do we got something? It's almost a clean picture. I lower it. There's a lot of screen tearing. Let's do 720p. So if it captures 720p, is it clean? I got the mouse for it here. Oh, updating Steam. What we're going to do is we can go ahead and make this big, like so. So now we are capturing through the capture card. It is putting out at 1080p, though it is capturing it at 720. So if we go down here to display settings, we can quit. Yeah, it is displaying at a full 1080p, but capture card is downing the grade to 720. So chances are there's a loose connection somewhere. It's also pulling the USB cable, so it could be a bad connection. We can try bringing it up to 60. That's starting to tear again. Let's keep that at 30 and bring this up to 1080. Still doing that tear. Alright, we'll keep it at 720 if it works. Alright, so cool. Capture card does work. Here's the question. Does this camera output a video feed? The guy at the store said it did online, so I'll take his word for it. I ended up buying a fancy $12 cable that does the micro. Oh, we can bring it back to my face. Micro HDMI to a normal HDMI cord. That is, where did I put you? Set you down. Right here. So I just bought a Cables Matter mini HDMI, micro HDMI to HDMI cable. So for this camera, it should just be as easy as a plug and play, you would think. First we're going to turn on, and I'm just going to take a picture. So So we have something on the memory card. We'll just do it like this. Oh, and look at that, it's on video mode. Alright, got picture mode. There we go, got a bunch of pictures. That way there's something on the video card. We're going to plug the HDMI port in. Just like so. We are going to set it right here. I'm going to grab the other HDMI end. And we're going to pull out the twisted vanes. And we will plug in this one. Just like so. We're going to switch you back over. Ooh, choppy. Let's go into H2do. So we can do is just move this like this. No, not like that. We want to grab AGP. We'll just turn you off for a second. So in here, we're just going to grab the AGP, go in properties. We're going to hit null, and then we're going to hit full HD capture again. And it's still displaying that. Let's see. One of these menus has it. There we go. TV connection. HDMI play. 720p. TV output in progress. Oh, is that a still? So that's a still picture. And there goes my lens. So the lens just went back into the camera and it's now displaying a still picture. And you can see I took a couple pictures of the desk. Does it do live? That is the only reason I bought this. Does it do live? Oh, back to some other menu. Don't know how to. Let's see here. We're going to video mode now. Opens back up the lens. Keep displaying, keep displaying. No. I do not think this camera supports live playout. Alright, shutting it off. So the last thing I want to test, I don't believe this camera is going to work. I'll have to return it to the store later today. Last thing I do want to test though, we're going to unplug this cable again, is that this capture card, I'm going to plug you back in. Why is it so jumpy? We got a lot of screen tearing. Now the reason that this could be is that I have this webcam on the same USB 3.0 bus. So it could be USB 3.0 just doesn't have enough. So to test that, oop, wrong mouse. we should be able to just unplug this camera for a minute and just do the live stream. You'll lose me for a minute, which will be just a-okay. So let me go back here and find the cord for it. Alright, so you don't have a picture of me anymore, which is completely fine. But now what we want to do is go over here to this window. We're going to go like this to see if it helps with the feedback loop. And we're going to try raising this up to a higher quality, like 1920 by 1080. And the FPS up to 60. And that instantly solved the problem. So that is the problem that I looked at the camera. The USB 3.0 hub has to be empty for this capture card to display its full 1080p 60 FPS. But it loads up just fine. No screen tearing or nothing weird like that. So that's a good capture card. I do have one other capture card to test. We're gonna plug the camera back in. Oh, and we gotta reinitiate the camera. There we go. We got the camera plugged back in and configure video. Advanced. Let's just have this done fast. There we go. We got this clear click. There we go. And it's also a USB HDMI video capture card. Let me grab its box real fast. I got this one a couple days ago. The reason I bought this one though is it was $20 cheaper than the high rated good one. So here's the box that it came in. I'm going to switch back to face real fast. Here's the box that it came in. For $20 cheaper, it said it could pretty much do the same thing. See if I can find the specs it displays on the box. But I assumed it would easily output 720p since it says HD and not full HD. I figure 720p should be good enough for what most of my use case will be. We can plug it in and I can show you the quality difference between a clear click HD video capture stick and the AGPTEK HD 1080p 60 FPS game capture card. So I'm going to get back to the computer. I'm going to plug this in and unplug the webcam and plug the HDMI cord into here is what I'm going to do now. Okay, so unlike the AGP one, this one does not give you any type of indication light that it's even plugged in or turned on. It also only has HDMI in, so it's not pass-through. Alright, got plugged in, so over here, We're going to switch it back over to desktop. We got to go over here to AGP, turn it on. Did I already start? No, it did not. It's buffering. So we go over and do properties, deactivate it, reactivate it. So currently I'm just trying to get it to it's HD capture device. There it goes. So we have it captured, and now there's an obvious latency here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit custom. Can we do 1920 by 1080 and 30 FPS? Looks like we might be able to. So I'm going to hit OK on this. We're going to turn it back on. I'm on full screen on my side so I can see it. Alright. Let's shrink this down a bit. I don't know why it's so big. There we go. So this is supposed to be capturing 1920 by 1080 at 30 FPS. And from the quality on my side, it is a much lower quality. There's also a full 1 second delay. So I'm going to hit the right click button. You're going to be able to hear it click to the microphone, and then you'll be able to hear, or you'll be able to see it actually pull up. So ready, 3, 2, 1. You see that obvious delay. 3, 2, 1. There's about a full 1 second delay on this capture card. So for the extra $20, I would recommend just getting the higher quality one that also has the 0 delay, as this will drive most people absolutely mad. But let me go and plug my webcam back in real fast and unplug the clear click capture card. There we go. So this is my review of the AGPTEK HD 1080p 60 FPS capture card versus the Clear Click like $70 capture card. They both can play at 1080p. The AGP can play at 60 FPS, while this one plays at opposed 30 FPS. It plays smooth, but the delay difference is this AGP is next. It's next to 0. It's not noticeable for things like YouTube or emails and such, while this Clear Click has an obvious 1-2 second delay on it. So if you got the extra $20, definitely recommend going up to the AGP. I'm going to be returning the Clear Click and just sticking with AGP at this point. Any questions? I forgot to see if anyone's even watching yet. Any questions? Yeah, go ahead and ask. I'll have them for the day to keep testing with. I do got a new microphone system coming in later this afternoon, so I will be doing another live stream unboxing that one and see if it's broken like the first one I bought. I bought one and it was obviously a factory refurbished that was super glued back together. It may not even be factory refurbished. It may just be Amazon just shipped me a broken one. But there's obvious super glue marks on it. So I ordered a second one. It's supposed to be in today. So we'll take a look at that when it comes in. Otherwise, I want to head off to the store, return this camera, and get one of these capture cards returned. Have a good one.